Former Cabinet Minister Jay Naidoo has been released after being taken in for questioning by police in Swaziland. Let's go live now, I understand, to Manzini. Jay Naidoo, good evening to you and welcome. What were the circumstances of your detention?
Well, good evening, Jeremy, and to your listeners. I was here at the invitation of the International Trade Union Confederation. It represents about 180 million workers across the world to chair a global inquiry panel alongside Bishop Paul Verreynne and an advocate on human rights from Zimbabwe on the issue of worker rights in Swaziland. So tomorrow we are scheduled to be meeting with workers from different sectors to hear their testimony about the challenges they face at the workplace and in relation to their struggle for worker rights and trade union recognition in Swaziland.
What exactly were you questioned about?
Well, the police wanted, they followed us from the airport and we were stopped at the roadblock and then taken to the regional police headquarters. And the key question was, what are you doing in the country and who had invited you? And I suppose a specific question to me as to why I hadn't followed protocol and contacted the government. And my response was very, very simple, that I'd been invited by the International Trade Union Confederation. They have organized the meetings, and I was just agreed to, as a former trade union leader and having been in government, I just agreed to chair the panel, and therefore I was not involved in organizing the meeting. It was a cordial conversation. And after 30 minutes, they released both myself and Paul Verreynne, and we are back at the hotel, and we expect that we will go ahead with the hearing and of the workers' testimonies tomorrow, and I anticipate that there will be also the presence of the security police in this public hearing.
But to the best of your knowledge, that panel discussion is going to go ahead. The investigation will continue. There has been nothing adverse to that effect. You have not been warned off, for instance.
No, we have not been warned off, and I am making the assumption that given my conversation with them, that the panel will be allowed to proceed and that we will try to find solutions that will stimulate a dialogue between the protagonists in this country to find solutions, particularly between workers and the organizations and the government and business, around normalizing the situation around labor rights and collective bargaining in Swaziland.
Is there any danger that this incident and your participation tomorrow could place Swazi-South African relations in any sort of invidious position?
No, I hope not, and I certainly never intended that to be the case. I just believe strongly that people like myself who had a lot of experience in the past can help try to create conditions where we can find each other and find solutions. And I think that's what the role we should play as South Africa, that we should use our influence and use our experiences to try and help countries in our neighborhood to find solutions to what may be intractable problems facing them.
All right, thank you very much indeed. Former Cabinet Minister, activist Jay Naidoo, live for Newsnight in Manzini.
News that moves. eNCA.com.